Hi everyone, welcome to the Diverse Hires YouTube channel. Today we're going to be breaking down the work placement CV. So I've been on both sides of this. I've applied for these sorts of roles and I've recruited for them as well. So I know exactly what you guys are going through, and hopefully there's a few things you can take away from this which would be really helpful for you. So there are three key highlights that I want you to remember. Firstly, the recruiter is going to be going through hundreds of CVs in one go. So we need to keep the format simple and easy to follow. I need to be able to look at it, read it in 7-8 seconds and understand who you are and what you bring to the table. Secondly, make every single word count. This is where you've got to trim the fat, get straight down to the point. You might have some crazy story to tell that you want to get out there, but save that for the autobiography you write after you have a great career. For now, get down to exactly what you've done so far, what your key accomplishments are in a really concise way. And then thirdly, have a consistent narrative throughout. So I should be able to put down your CV and say to the hiring manager, this is who you are, this is how I would describe you, and here's why I think you'd be good for the role. So that's got to be consistent throughout the entire CV. So let's get into it then. You can see a full format of the CV on diversehires.co.uk, but let's just break it down here for now. So we're going to start with your name at the top of the page, and then a short profile which introduces you to the recruiter. So here you want to highlight who you are and a key accomplishment to get their attention. So we might be going for a social media marketing role in sport, let's say. We want to say, I'm currently studying marketing with an interest in sports and social media marketing specifically. I've recently volunteered at a local club and managed their social media account, or you might have even worked in that role, and you've increased their following by 25-30%. So we've introduced who we are and we've given them a key accomplishment to get their attention, which gives some evidence as to why you might be right for this role. So throughout the CV and the entire application process, you want to be about it, not just talk about it. So prove to me that unlike lots of other people, you're not just passionate about this area. You've actually done something and you've shown you're good at it. Then we're going to get into the work experience. So first thing to remember, guys, don't devalue your experience at all. So this might be your first full-time job you're going for. You could be in your second year of university, having maybe done a part-time job, some volunteering, whatever the case may be. That's going to be super relevant for an employer in the earlier stages of your career. So include all those cool things that you've done. Read the job description and figure out how the two link together. So there's going to be a few key words in the job description which you need to call out in your CV, which helps the recruiter understand that you're the right person for this role. They're going to be scanning and looking for those keywords, so you want to call those out specifically. Now, if you're going into a work placement, chances are they're trying to do one of a few things. They're either trying to increase revenue with this position, cut costs, optimize in some way, reach a wider audience. You've got to figure out which one of those it is and explain to them how you can bring that to the table based on what you've done in the past. So we need to be really concise and we need to conclude on the actual accomplishments that we've shown, and that's going to link nicely to the job description. So as a recruiter, I can read that and think, yeah, I know you can do this role because you've done these certain things. And they might not be a direct link, but there can be transferable skills which would suggest you're a good candidate. Then you want to go into your education. Now, if you're, graduating from Cambridge, Oxford, Harvard, Princeton, whatever, you might want to open with your education as a sort of indicator against other people if you wish, but it's normal to put your education in here after your work experience. So you don't just want to highlight the degree you're studying. So in this marketing example, you don't want to just have studying a marketing degree at this university. You want to call out specific modules that you're studying, which could add value to the employer. So a key theme you're probably seeing here already, and something you'll find on our pages on our website, is that you don't want to tell the employer what you want or what you're interested in. It's about what you can do for them. That's what they care about, let's be honest. So here you want to highlight specific modules which they might not have experience in or expertise in, let's say. So they could be a big organization, and you're regularly looking at, as part of your degree, social media marketing, new marketing trends, sports marketing specifically. That means your fingers on the pulse of these growing areas which they might not have time or the exposure in detail of that you've had. So you want to call those out specifically as part of your education to again show that you can bring something different to the table. You're young, you don't have a lot of experience, but we've got a fresh perspective in these areas. So that's what they're looking for. And then finally, we've got our additional interests. So this is just a space to do a couple of things. One, show me that you're a fun person to be around, right? Like, are you going to fit in nicely with the team? Is Jeff from accounting going to get on well with you? Are you going to be a good laugh on the team social? That's what I'm trying to get out of the additional interests. Are you fun, or are you a little bit of a robot and you've only done these set things that we've laid out already, or is there something a little bit different going on? But it's also an opportunity to wow the recruiter as well. You've got to think, are you, for example, have you done something else which can show that you're a driven, hardworking candidate who thinks outside the box? So again, coming back to this sport example, you might have set up your own website, your own blog in this area, which shows you're not just passionate about it, you're really interested in it, and you've got an expertise. And you might have even used that to practice Instagram advertisements, Facebook ads with a few pounds here and there. You've got some real world experience in an area that you're interested in. Again, we're not just talking about it, we're being about it, and that helps me stand out from the other candidates. That's a real CV hack, and we've got more information on that on diversehires.co.uk. So those are the key principles of a work placement CV. 3 key takeaways. Remember, again, keep it really simple and easy to follow for the recruiter. Make every single word count, trim the fat, get to the point. What are you trying to say? Condense it down, make it easy for me. Have a consistent narrative throughout. I can put your CV down, make me want to go to the hiring manager and say, look, we need to interview this person because they seem like they could be great for this team. Those are your key takeaways. Like, subscribe, let me know what else you want to hear about as well. We'll be covering off cover letters, salary negotiation, asking for a raise, all sorts of things like that, guys. So visit diversehires.co.uk and let me know what you want to know more about. Okay.